All right, back here with Study Ball Part 2 of Kirk Cousins in the playoff game against the Giants last year. All right, great first half. We showed that in the last tape, man. It's big time play. It's why, again, I put him up there at the top of the league in terms of quarterback play. Not quite to the elite level, but right below those guys. Now let's jump into the fourth quarter, because obviously this game was determined in the fourth quarter. And once again, we always want to lay it on the quarterback. Well, they didn't win late. They didn't make the plays they had to make late. Okay, what could Kirk have done different in the critical moments to help them win this football game? That's why I wanted to dive into the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at the tape. So here we go. Fourth quarter passes, Kirk Cousins. All right, so they come out. Okay, instead of doing the out and go like we saw in the first tape, now they're basically going to run hitches and go. So as a quarterback, it's really pick a side, okay? When you've got two safeties inside, corners off, you're really picking a side, okay? Can't fault him here that even though you're going to watch this and you're going to say, Adam Thielen up top, one on his route, Justin Jefferson didn't. He should have gone up top. Well, I mean, nobody's going to fault him for going to Justin Jefferson. Now, the only thing that I would say is the first thing that you want to do before you decide which side you're going to is see the safeties. Okay? So, because it's Justin Jefferson, I just want to see the safeties. I just want to see if this safety widens to help or this guy comes to the middle. And watch on the snap. On the snap, you're going to see this safety works back towards the middle. This safety works more towards Justin Jefferson. So it's almost as if they're trying to roll to Justin Jefferson. When I see that as a quarterback, I got to go back to my true one-on-one. Don't have a one-on-one over here anymore because I got safety help over the top. That's probably the only thing that I would say for you young quarterbacks watching this is I see this picture right here looks pretty even. Not going to argue with going to Justin Jefferson, even though Adam Thielen is a really good receiver in the league. But see the safeties on the snap. See the safeties on the snap. I would almost come out and look at this safety first. Doesn't even matter if this guy comes over. I want to see that safety. Does this safety push out into a position where he can help with Justin? Once he gets in that position out there, I'm going to say, I'm just going to peek back here, and if I don't have it, I'm going to get down to my check down. But worst case, right? Doesn't really have it in the direction he's looking at, because sometimes you choose wrong, right? I'm going to go down here to Justin. Oh, shoot. I missed the rotation. They double teamed him. Okay, don't make a bad play worse. Find your check down. Nice job right there. Get your check down. Shoot. It's only 4 yards, but we'll take 4 yards over a sack or an incompletion. Okay, play number 2. All right, so this is kind of like a pure progression. So we've got corner route here, swing, shallow, going here, and then he's coming underneath, okay? So for me on this play, I'm coming back, and I've got a too high safety over here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to read this high-low off of the corner is where I'm going to start on this play. So if we were to do that, right, I mean, again, he throws the ball really, really quickly underneath, okay? And I can't fault him. He gets the completion, sets them up for a first down right there. I'm just not sure why he's going to that side first, but again, I'm not in the meeting rooms. I don't know why or how they're reading it. Maybe he's just coming out, see depth right here, boom, take that one. Otherwise, come back and read your high-low, because I think you got some good options over to the backside. But once again, sticks the ball on his guy, gets a completion, setting him up. Okay, other thing is it's 3rd and 8. That might be the other part of it, right? Is that 3rd and 8. Okay, so is this a better option against 3rd and 8, or do you feel like this guy can get you the first down right now? Because this is another part of it. Completions are great. We all want completions, but completions doesn't mean it's necessarily the right decision in a particular situation. Unless you're coming back and saying, I get the right look, this is the guy that's getting me the first down, I'm actually going to wait and see about this. I got a perfect look back here off of that corner. Even if that corner drops and dips to have to cover Justin Jefferson on the corner route, I'll take my chances with Dalvin Cook over here because we're putting a guy in a bind. We're not just asking somebody to beat their guy. But again, that's football 202. Football 101. Can we fully fault Kirk Cousins? He gets a completion right here, puts him in a position to get the first down, even though they're just a touch short on this particular play. But looking backside, right? Looking backside. I just want you to see, and again, I know the throw's out, but I just want you to see what he would have had backside with that high-low. And that's sometimes part of playing the game. And sometimes part of being an elite quarterback is coming back and going, hey, I'm going to go and try to get the play that I'm going to try to get the throw that the play is designed to get, because that's the big-time throw. That's the difference-making throw in a game, not just come out and get a completion. And again, don't take this as the gospel. I'm not in the meeting room. I don't know what they're teaching him. I'm just telling you what my thought process is on a play like this. All right, so tough play right here. Got a post. We've got a corner coming. We don't have any check down in that direction. Okay, on the backside, I'm not sure what this is right here. That's supposed to be an in or a hook. Both their guys, their tight end and the running back, are caught blocking and chipping underneath here. So there are no underneath flare controls on this particular play, at least at this time. So it's good coverage across the board. There is nowhere for Kirk to throw here. So what does he do? Okay, looking, stepping up, boom. Okay, I like the idea. Just get into a check down. Now, they missed the check down here. Again, Dalvin, I don't know, there's no rhyme or reason, like he's not going to a particular place, so they just happen to miss this throw right here. We could put that on Kirk Cousins, but I mean, come on. There's nothing open down the field on a 3rd and long. He buys time, tries to get out of there, tries to find a completion just to see if they can get a first down. I'm not going to fault him for that because there was no missed decision down the field or really anywhere for him to go with them blocking the tight end and chipping the back. Okay. So we're going to run that same play over here, and we're going to run this wrap back to the backside. Now, a couple things here I don't like. First thing I don't like is I don't like checking my back. So when they check the back, that usually tells me that they're trying to read this like a pure progression once again. 1, 2, and then you work back here, 3, 4. I would rather just free release my back and get him going right now so I can pick a side. Because this side down here is not great when you've got a safety sitting in a position to steal the in. This side up here is really good when you've got a corner off because it isolates this defender high-low on the hook to the swing if you get the swing out there right now. So I would like to see them run this play a little bit differently, but they're not. Okay, so now the question is, okay, right decision, wrong decision. Be aggressive, okay? Because here's the thing. I didn't show it. There was a play earlier in the game, must have been in the 3rd quarter since we didn't show it, where he took this and he wrapped this wrapped that in underneath this safety in a very similar type look. So my question just became, okay, why not here? Okay, you come back, okay, see the safety first. He gets depth. Be ready to wrap your in right there on the hash. Did it earlier in the game, 4th quarter. Didn't do it here, okay? So, again, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. Game's fast. Maybe he saw something that he didn't see on the first play, but it's just a question that I ask watching the course of the whole game, seeing him do this early, but not seeing him do this late, okay? Because that leads to some of the questions with Kirk Cousins down the stretch is, in these moments, to win these kind of games, you need your quarterback to be elite, meaning they say to themselves, I can make every throw. Give me an inch, I will make that throw, and I will make the difference-making throws in the game, okay? Could he have made this? Would he have made and attempted this earlier in the game when the game wasn't on the line? Well, saw one similar, not exactly the same, but similar, and he made the throw. This time, coming down to his check down, but again, Gets a completion, good throw. Maybe he thought it was too dangerous. I can live with that. Maybe he said there's a safety sitting inside. I don't want to throw it. I can live with that. Don't know the answer to that question. Just saw him do it against this coverage earlier in the game. But nice throw away from the defender there to get a completion. Okay, little play here. Stick it, I call it harpoon. Stick that guy inside, come off of him with a little quick post. And then you've got a stop or a comeback here with a check to the flat. So read this defender. This defender holds on this. Work right there. If you don't have it, work back here to your check downs on the backside. So what's he get here? He gets this guy to match. If that guy's deep enough, you're okay to take that right now, but he gets what he wants. He gets movement inside. Boom, ball's out on time, on the money. Great throw, leading his guy to be able to go get a first down. Okay, I want you to watch this play. All right, so this play, we're going to chip. We're going to chip. We're going to have a corner. We're going to have an in, and we're going to have a post, and then these guys are going to cross here. So we get a man-to-man coverage. Okay, so safety's out of there, man-to-man. Okay, he's saying, I'm going to go take my shot at my corner route because this guy's dropping in to rob my guy coming here. Don't have anything for the post. Otherwise, it would come to the checkdowns right here. So it's either there, thinking you can stick that guy and maybe get the angle up over the top. So I like him being aggressive and saying I can get this throw. Seen him make this throw a couple times. Otherwise, the throw comes right here. If I'm looking to this side, I'm going to recover to my check down that's coming into my vision. But he takes the throw down the field and they just miss, right? Good throw, good route, just tough against man-to-man coverage. They have all the details down and they just miss on that corner throw. Okay, not really sure what this route is. Guys here, we're running a corner route there, outside leverage, I don't like it. And as you see, quick pressure. So don't really know what the throw or the read is supposed to be right here. I think he's looking to get his one-on-one and then probably works back to the inside and the checkdowns. But here, just does a nice job. Hey, nothing's happening. Could have been a sack, could have been a negative play. Does a nice job knowing where his check down is. Go get a completion. Yep. We only get a couple yards, but better than the disaster that could have happened with the sack. Okay, so we're going to run through here. We're going to run a post out here. Got the deep over. We got the out. Okay, so we can peek at the double post. This guy's in a position to take this one away. I believe there's another safety back in the back. Yep, see him right here. Another safety back here to take that one away. So it really comes down to our over and our out. It's man-to-man coverage here. So once I don't have this inside post, I'm looking for this over. Okay? Made so many big-time, really good throws in this game. This is one I bet he wishes he could have back. Okay? Get man-to-man coverage. So what I know is everything is cleared out up here, okay? He throws this as if he's got to fit this in before somebody that's sitting out here waiting. This particular play, lay it out here. Let your guy go and adjust and get it, put a little bit of air on it. And again, it's not that it's a bad throw, okay? We'll go look from the end zone copy. Okay, it's not a bad throw at all. But when you try to drive a throw, especially against tight man-to-man coverage, you got to be perfect. Now, we can say to ourselves, it was pretty close to perfect. You know, maybe KJ Osborne should have caught that, okay? But you see, left arm gets in there, right there, just because the ball is just a tick behind him because he's trying to drive it. Would love to see him just lay this thing up over the top, and I think he gets another big-time completion. But here, that's what it's about in the playoffs, right? Those kind of opportunities. Had a guy open, had space to throw it. They just missed. Those are the kind of plays in tight playoff games that determine winners and losers. And I'm not saying every quarterback doesn't do it. Every quarterback doesn't miss a throw. Yes, they do. Critical moments, it's about making those throws when you have to make them. All right? So that leads us, we don't get that one, that leads us to the last play of the game. Okay? I'm going to run this, switch release. We're going to have this. Again, we've got the chips here. This time, we're running a choice underneath it. Okay, so the most critical point in the game, fourth down, they need this. Okay, so the first thing I see is I've got a corner route here. All right, as soon as I see this guy come to double him, we got to be off that, right? I mean, I know Justin Jefferson's great. We saw him make, this kind of catch against Buffalo and double cut. I get it, but that was such a rare occasion. Once I see a double team, I got to find a better option. Okay, so my better options are this, get right back to the in right there, or this choice right here. Okay, so he decides to come right down to his choice. They get the completion, but it's tough coverage. Now, I'll say, and I broke this down after the play, to me, this is as much about route design as anything, or play design. We're chipping Thibodeau right here. I get it. You got to chip these guys sometimes. Got it. If we're going to chip that guy, okay, then I don't want to put this guy on a choice, and I don't want that guy to be my second decision. If I'm going to chip him, and if I know that as Kirk Cousins, I'm going to go there, then I'm going to work back here, and then I'll come to my checkdowns, because what happens is with that chip, he loses his ability to get outside, set this guy, and win now with a chance to get the first down. See how he goes inside? Now that leads to leverage outside by the defender. So now we're bodying each other up. And yeah, we get the completion. So if it was 4th and 3, I get it. But because it's 4th and 8, not a great play design, not a lot of options. And again, you see this is really that only opportunity there. And so when I saw outside leverage man and the double team here, I'm going to try to go to the next thing that would get me the first down, get me the 8 yards. It's not a high angle 7 over here. That's too tough a throw, especially back to the field. So probably 1 to 2 and then down to one of our 3s right here. But the last play of the game right here, and they come up short. All right, so there's a look at the fourth quarter passes. First thing I'm going to say is there's not a lot of opportunities there for Kirk Cousins that he didn't take advantage of. The deep over, I wish he could have had that one back. That was one that they had a guy open, and that would have been a big play. Could have been a difference maker in that game because it was such a tight game. But that was about the only one. There wasn't a lot of great opportunities. They were in third and long type situations a number of times. The other throws, again, good decisions, ball on time, ball out, right? Couple little decisions that we say to ourselves, could he have been a little bit more aggressive? You know, would that have led to them winning this tight game, right? That's about the only thing. It's about the only thing that I can nitpick on with Kirk Cousins in this game. Thought he made a lot of great throws. Thought he made a lot of great decisions. For the most part, he was bailing the team out when he had pressure in his face, whether that was making a throw or not taking a sack. But the one narrative that continues to hold out there with Kirk Cousins is in the most critical moments of the game, will he step up and make that play? That throw, that difference-making throw to win close football games. That's been the one thing that has held him back from becoming elite, and it's the one thing that I will continue to watch with Kirk Cousins throughout his career. But I think this is a big year for him in Minnesota to determine what his future is going to be. Let's see if he can take that step and move into that elite category.